it's Denise Taylor, the 50 Plus Coach, and welcome to my kitchen conversation. Being in the kitchen is appropriate for this topic, and I want to talk about what we eat. Now, I've struggled with my weight all my life. You may already know that at one point I'd reached 22.5 stone. I have lost over 10 stone, put about a stone back on, but I'm still significantly lighter than I used to be, and it's an ongoing struggle, and I know it will continue to be an ongoing struggle. I enjoy things that are not necessarily good for me, but I also know that I can't just have one, I have to have more, and that's not great. I find it hard to eat the nice stuff in moderation, even though I tell myself that lots of good healthy food is good stuff, and it is, but I still like the sweet stuff too. And what I wanted to talk about is, you may be like me, you may be 50 plus, and you may have a stone or more to lose. And it's very tempting to go for some of these radical diets where you eat very little and you're going to have a high weight loss. And I've done these meal replacement diets in the past. And I've realised that although I can lose weight quickly, it goes back on quickly as well. And I'm reminded of something my personal trainer said to me, which was that abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. And I don't think it matters how much exercise we do. If generally our diet is not great, then it's not going to make a difference. Now, you may be like me and go to the gym or go for walks, and I love walking uphill because it's all about being fit. But linked with being fit is also being at a reasonable weight and keeping your weight within a reasonable boundary. And I think one of the things that we need to think about is making sure that our diet is good the majority of the time. And I think something like, on a Sunday, to allow yourself to have a bit more freedom about what you eat, or maybe a night in the week if that's your night to go out for a meal with your partner and have a glass of wine or two. But it's about being mindful about what we eat. And something I've learned to be really good at is eating mindfully. So I don't eat in front of the TV, and I do savour the mouthfuls that I eat, and I give myself time to feel the food within me rather than going off and having a second cake, and just to see how things go. And I drink a lot more water because I know water's good for me. And there's lots of books that you can read about healthy diets, but it's just a reminder, and I think it's something that a friend, and here I am as your friend, and I want to say some things that are helpful. And it's always worth reviewing your diet and thinking about the things that you do that are good for you and healthy, and the things that you do that are less good for you. And you may be somebody, and with you it's always crisps, or for me it's always chocolate, and for my husband it's probably the beer. And we all have something that we're likely to eat to excess. And I think we have to make sure we keep those as treats, that we don't do it every day. But when we do it, we enjoy it. There's no point sinking 4 pints without really letting them taste the sides. Savour your drink, and then maybe have a glass of water, and then have your second pint. Or with me, it's probably Magnum ice creams, whatever it happens to be. But as we get older, we generally need to eat less. We generally know that our joints are going to be better if we carry less weight. So I'd like you to think about the food that you eat and begin to make smaller changes that are sustainable, and not to go for some radical change. And if you go and have a day where you've been to the all-you-can-eat buffet, or a friend's party, or you've been on a holiday, you know what, enjoy those days. But it's just an evening meal, or a day, or a holiday clearly is going to be longer. But enjoy the time you spent doing that, and then focus on eating healthy. And don't try and lose half a stone in a week, but just be thinking about, what, if I lost £1 a week, goodness knows how much would that be over a year? Well, clearly you can work it out, it's 4 stone. So think about mindful eating, and that was the message for today. So here I am as your friend, Denise Taylor, the 50 Plus Coach, and I look forward to talking to you again.